another electrifying episode of Ndine Thaza, your entrepreneurship TV reality game show. Welcome. Today, we have an amazing show ahead of us. Remember, on the first episode, we met an amazing entrepreneur, Rachel, a unique product that she had. On episode number 2, we had Ndine, all the way from Skies. So again, Ndine Thaza is not only centered in Harare, but we're spreading our wings across the country. So the second entrepreneur came from Bulawayo. Today, we have an interesting entrepreneur, Lucy Gombera. Lucy has really caught on to the bandwagon of going healthy. She has a business in selling traditional foods, foods that all doctors are talking about to be healthy foods that people should be eating. I shall not dwell much into Lucy because she is here and she will tell us about her own journey, her business, and who she is. So let's check out the background and the business of Lucy.
My name is Lucy Gombera and I'm 24 years old. I grew up in Chitungweza and I did my high school at Zengeza 1 High School. I went on and studied sales and marketing. Well, I've always been a person who was interested in food. Yeah, I remember I was very keen on helping my mom in the kitchen. You know, I used to help her in the kitchen. I used to make some dishes, you know. And I went on at high school. I did food and nutrition, which also developed my enthusiasm in food. Then now seeing people suffering from different ailments, then it developed my interest in specializing on traditional foods. Officially, we started this year. Like I've said, I had always had interest in traditional foods, so it just boosted my enthusiasm in it, and I just said, oh, and also seeing people suffering from different diseases like cancer, HIV, and obesity and stuff. I said to myself, let me just start this business, which specializes on traditional foods. We buy these foods or from specific farmers who supplies us. Then we brand them, repackage them, and distribute them to different retail and wholesale shops around Harare. We have mufushwa we nyemba. We've got mufushwa we mbora. We've got ufuwezio. We have nyimo. We also have matemba and mopane worms, known as macimbi or madora. But literally all traditional foods. Right now we are distributing in supermarkets, retail shops, and also shops. Also we're using our WhatsApp platform and Facebook. But for now we don't have a website due to limitations of funding and whatever. But so far we are mainly focusing on distributing those products to wholesale shops and retail shops. Actually these foods are sugar-free, they are fat-free, and they enhances the immune system. So it's just good for any individual, in terms of health, We are working with consignment. How do I mean when I say that? Okay, let's say a client wants to order. They order without paying deposit. They just order and they pay later. So the problem now comes when we have to finance we have to finance the order with all the funding that we have. So now when another client comes and he or she wants those stuff, we have limited funding. So we have problems in financing those orders.
As I was watching, I thought, this type of business is the 1 + 1 = 2. What do I mean by that? Nutritionist plus doctor equals to entrepreneur. She has hit the elusive sweet spot between health and nutrition to start an amazing business in traditional foods. The foods that most doctors, if not all of them, have deemed healthy foods that Zimbabweans and all other people should be eating. Let's see you after the break, and after the break we're going to hear on the business compass some form of direction on what are the tips that help you in business. Welcome back to the show. We've met our third dynamic young entrepreneur, a young lady who's not just a nutritionist and a doctor, but fusing both to set up a business in supplying and packaging traditional foods. Now we want a sense of direction in terms of business. What tip can you take away today for your business? Let's hear from our business campus.
A business is an activity which is carried out to make money. So a business cannot be quantified, or it's just an activity from a preschool child taking sweets to school, selling them to friends is a business, up until a large plant in an industrial area where there is a huge building, there are a lot of employees, and there's a lot of manufacturing taking place there. It's still a business. So even a street vendor is doing a business. Anyone selling anything, those people selling fish or selling anything in the area is a business. A company now is different from a business because a company is now a registered legal entity which is formed by a minimum of 2 people to a maximum of 50 people for a private limited company. Then there is also a company, a familiar company, which is called a PBC, Private Business Corporation. This one is formed by a minimum of 1 person and a maximum of 20 people. So a registered company is a separate legal person. It is separated from its owner, unlike a business in general, whereby a business, you cannot separate a business from a person, but a company, you can separate a company from the owner. So those two, they are 2 people, whereby the owner is a natural person and the company is a registered legal person. A company can be formed anytime, but if you want to formalize your business, or you want to start your business in a formal way, whenever you think you've got an idea to make money and you are ready to make it and you really wish to start operating, you have to register a company. So we advise that you start by registering a company before engaging in business activities, because once you engage in those informal business activities, it will be difficult for you then to come back and register a company. So just at that time when you feel like you have to do something to make money, then the first thing is to register a company. If you want to form a company, the first thing is to know what you want to do. What type of business you want to do. Is it a transport business? Is it a security business? Is it just buying and selling? You have to know that. Then the second most important thing is to formulate a unique company name. Your company should be identified by its unique name. So you don't have to copy other names. Like maybe in your area, there's a company called ABC, a private limited company, and that company is doing well, maybe in the transport industry. And you also want to venture in the transport industry. So when you are formulating your name, you don't need to copy that ABC private limited company. Just think of your own name that you want to be identified with.
We've heard it from our business campus, the expert who gave us a sense of direction in running our own businesses. Now, the crux of our matter. Our entrepreneurs on this program compete with pitching a SWOT analysis. They have to pitch the SWOT analysis and the judges judge on that. The good thing about this season, the verdict does not lie entirely in the hands or the decisions of the judge. You too can participate this season by voting. How do you vote? You go onto our Facebook, you follow the post of the particular entrepreneur that you want to vote for. For this week, it's our entrepreneur, Lucy Gombera. You like her post, and by so doing, your votes will add on to the judges' votes. And voting ends midnight, Friday before the next show. Remember that. Let's watch Lucy Gombera's SWOT analysis.
There's an increase in demand for plant-based products. Also, there's vegan and anti-meat movement. Mudura hereby supplies and give our targeted clients the meat-free products, and also the traditional products that provides and that also enhances the immune system. So far, we are operating just the two of us. So we have to do the marketing, the production, and everything, other errands that may need to be undertaken. So there is need for us to enhance or to have a workforce so that we can be able to do proper sales and marketing and other duties. There is high dependency of traditional foods because of the people who are trying to live a healthy living or a healthy lifestyle. However, to a great extent, to those individuals who are suffering from different diseases like cancer, diabetes, and HIV. Thus, our opportunity to provide this traditional foods, which enhances the immune system. Also, the issue of affordability. Our products are very affordable because they are locally made. Our generation is having a problem in embracing our products because of these fast foods and Western foods, such that our products are limited to those people who have different ailments and those people who are from the older ages, or people who truly understand the value of traditional foods. This is a digital era. And there's effective marketing on websites and Facebook. So as Mudura, we would want to develop a website for our products, such that we attract more clients from different parts of the country. And also, we would also want to add another two or three celebrations.
Strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, threat. Do you have a business? Do you know what your SWOT analysis is? Ndine Thaza prompts you to have your SWOT analysis at your fingertips. Lucy Gombera has spoken. You have heard it. I have heard it. What did the judges hear? Don't go away. We'll take a brief break, and after the break, we'll hear from our judges. Welcome back. You have heard Lucy Gombera's SWOT analysis. I heard it. What did the judges hear and what do they think about the SWOT analysis? Now we bring it to the judges. Judges, what's your verdict? The ball starts in Judge Simba's court.
I think Lucy is more of a marketer than a nutritionist. She doesn't know her business very well. I think she should stick to marketing rather than trying to be a nutritionist. If she wants to be a nutritionist, she has to go to a school. I think most successful entrepreneurs go to school. I know it's very hard to go to school, but for you to be successful, you need to go and do that. So she needs to go to school of nutrition, not of marketing like she did, right? And for that's
a nice twist to open our discussion. What are your scores on the strength? Yes.
Your strength, I gave a 10 because I don't think she knows what her strength is. Your strength is marketing, not selling nutritious food.
Okay. And this is pertaining to business and running a business. Yes. All right. So and the other threats, weaknesses?
The weaknesses, I gave a 30. I don't ask me why I just gave it.
I think the other judges will ask why.
For the opportunities, I gave a 20. Because I think there are many cows in the room and she's not the purple one. She's just like the white and the gray one. She's not the purple cow. So she needs to pull up her socks. So I gave her 20. For the threats to her business, I gave her 15. Anyone can do what she's doing. There's nothing unique about what she's doing.
So it's prone to a lot of threat in the business. That's according to Simba. But judges, do you agree with this rather brutal?
I'm sitting next to the bank. I would like to comment. Firstly, I think I agree with your assessment on the question of self-awareness. This entrepreneur comes short of recognizing what his strengths, real strengths are in business. And although she's aware of the fact that there are current issues to be addressed by her business, when it comes to identifying her strengths, she comes short. She doesn't articulate them very clearly.
Did you pick what a real strength could be?
Well, from what I saw, she's a marketing person, because look at her talk on distribution and reaching out to the market. That's really just marketing.
Wow.
But the core of her business is addressing relevant current issues on health affecting people. You know, I'm a layman on that, but I would go to town with regards to how to sell that kind of business.
And what's your score?
My first score regarding strengths, 10 out of 50.
Okay.
On the second one, on weaknesses, she talked something about limited workforce and so on. It was a bit jumbled up. It didn't come out very clearly. She mentions the digital advertising, and which talks to her marketing again bias.
Yes.
20 out of 50.
Okay.
And then on the opportunities, she missed out on hell a lot of things. You know, in a SWOT analysis, you're trying to look at where you are at. What are you made of? What can you exploit in that bouquet of things in order to succeed? She did not exploit.
What's the score there?
15 out of 50.
15. And the last one?
I got lost here. Don't ask me. Like my banker, 14 out of 50, because threats I didn't see coming out. It was
So this side of the room, wow. What is this side, the red side of the judges? Judge Rose, Judge Luke, what's
let me go first. I understand where they are coming from.
Yes.
If I understood Lucy well, she said she's 2 months into this business.
Yes.
Did she say that?
Yes.
So I think she deserves some kind of a pat at the back. She's not yet there, but at least, you know, she's doing something. I always tell entrepreneurs that if you want to go into the truck business, if you want to own Gonyeti, start by selling oil so that you are in the value chain. So Lucy is in the value chain. I don't want to take it away from
and
her.
sounding a bit more lenient. You know, what marks? We're not curious on your marks. Do they back up what you're saying, or what did you give on strengths, weaknesses?
On strength, just because she did not really articulate well, she doesn't know what her strengths are, I'll give her 15. On the weaknesses, she did mention that she does not have enough staff, so I'll give her 20. On opportunities, she has a whole lot of opportunities, even though the business that she's doing has so many players, and I'll give her 30 because she talked about some opportunities. I loved that she talked about the generation gap.
Yes.
That some generations are more like fast food generation,
Yes.
more than healthy food.
Like
So
the millennials.
yeah,
Absolutely. And what was the score on this?
25.
25. Wow. One more judge. Can you bail out Lucy on this one? What are your scores? We really are curious there.
I'm going to go with the other judges on this one.
All right.
To be quite honest with you, I think the business is a good business. She's trying to address a very challenging aspect of our social
Yes.
life, and there's a lot of opportunities in that sphere.
Yes.
So, but she quite didn't understand what SWOT is.
Okay.
I don't think she really knows. And Judge Rose to say that because she's 3 months or 2 months into business, before you get into your business, do your SWOT analysis.
Absolutely.
Know your business first.
And on that note, we're really curious on the numbers.
So on the strength, I've given her 20.
Maybe right.
On your weakness, I've given her 15. On the opportunities, she identified one particular area, which is the health aspect, and it's vast. So I was leaning on that. I gave her 30. On the threats, I just said, since I'm a believer, I'll give her 25.
And you know, the judges brought up a new concept today to say, yes, you've got a great business. You're coming to do a SWOT analysis. Are you articulating well on the strengths, weaknesses, threats, and opportunities? So it's not enough to just give the pitch, but how much do you appreciate it and bring it across? Because that gives you an advantage and an edge in your business. We've heard it from the judges. Now we check out the scores. The zenith of any episode, the scores. What did Lucy Gombera score? Oh, it's getting twisted. Our first entrepreneur had 435.5. Our second entrepreneur had 529. Lucy Gombera today scored 314. Guess what? Her score does not end there. Voting also comes into your hands, as you can participate on Facebook and add points to her by going onto our Facebook page, Ndine Thaza, liking your post, and those votes will add onto the judges' votes to give a final score. It's escalating each and every episode. I'm absolutely loving it. Today, we went into food, nutrition, health, you name it. The judges felt different. I felt different. What did you feel? The game is getting more exciting with the diversity of entrepreneurs coming to the game. I can't wait for the next episode. I totally enjoyed this episode. A quote by Winston Churchill. If you're going through hell, keep going. The same applies in entrepreneurship. My name is The Juggernaut. I enjoyed your company. I look forward to seeing you next time. I'm out.
Open segment 2, action.
Welcome back to the show. We've met our second entrepreneur, a dynamic young lady.
We met our third, action.